Red River in City Skylines. I am BentlBuilds, and we're gonna do some building today, surprisingly. Last episode I was working on this situation, and I did not like it for very obvious reasons, so before I do anything else, I'm just gonna come in here, figure it out, and make it work. So, I think this needs to come a little further that way. And I guess come just closer along the banks of the river. I would not be as concerned about figuring this out now, but I decided I want to work in here today to fill this in a little more. Then I'll probably kind of do some finishing work over in Red Cliff too, but I want to do some of the stuff with the plazas and promenades pack in here, so that's kind of why I'm focused on that over here. So we're gonna come in here, pedestrian areas. Oh, you know what? I have to probably mark it off as that first. So pedestrian area right in here. Aw, so cute. Look at all that space that people are gonna walk around on and not drive in. I love that. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't like cover up that. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't want it to cover up this road because it's gonna be a fairly important thoroughfare. And this is not a big area, obviously. I am kind of using this as a test to see how it works. I'm gonna call it Riverwalk. I feel like that's in San Antonio, but okay, if you can think of a better name for this, definitely let me know, because yeah, but for now we're gonna go with Riverwalk, and it'll be fine. It'll work for now. Oh, okay. The other thing is it needs to have all of the service buildings, but the service buildings are big and kind of ugly, and there's not really room for them, so my thought was to cheat the game a little bit, naturally. I'm gonna bring this over here. I saw, I think, City Planner Plays do this, and I thought it was pretty smart, so that's what we're gonna go with. That's the wrong one. So yeah, just kind of separate them, and they're in the same district still, and those can go right along here. Although immediately after having done that, I'm kind of feeling like I don't want this to be a bunch of ugly dumb buildings, so I'm gonna put them over in here instead. I really love my decision-making capabilities. They're really awesome. And I vaguely plan out what I want to do before I do it in these builds, but at the same time, like, I feel like it's a lot more real if I'm figuring it out as I go, because that's how I build in real life. I just play with it, do the whole trial and error kind of deal, and make it happen. So that's kind of what I'm going for. So this is the pedestrian service point. I feel like this looks less ugly, so maybe it can go in here, possibly. We'll see how it looks. That looks sort of dumb. Because it's all up on a hill. That's rough. Okay, maybe I'll put that further down. Okay, yeah, I'll put it over in here. Oh, except for it's, oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so yeah, so that'll knock that part over. Alright, it can just go up here on the corner. That will be just fine, and it's a perfect fit. It was meant to be, obviously. And then we've got the cargo service point that can go. Oh, I better widen this part so I can build along it. highway. So make sure that's done. Back in here. Do the small. It doesn't need to be big because there's not going to be a whole lot to serve in there for now. And then the garbage. I don't like that being there at all. Don't want it in here. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna cheat again. Just snake that over here. And it can go kinda over there. And we just don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about the ways that I cheat and scheme and otherwise have questionable morals, you know? Oh. Damn it. Okay. That's obnoxious. That's what I get for cheating. Just kidding, I'm not cheating. And whoever accuses me of that is... Okay, we're gonna... It's too small of an area. I'm so mad. Okay. Third time's a charm. And I have learned from my mistakes that it just needs to be... Oh. What the crap? Okay, well, that solved that problem, sort of. Except for then it created a bunch of other issues. This is like... a lot. Wow, okay. So there we go. The park is there, the Riverwalk is there. That's gonna be there, and it's gonna look like that, and it's gonna be great. And we're just not gonna talk about it anymore. Cool. Okay. Shape this one down a little bit, just a scooch. And gonna not fly too close to the sun on that one. Great. Okay. Next thing, there's definitely gonna be commercial in here. That's gonna be the main use in here will be commercial. And now it's time to decide how I want to lay it out. So I think the opening, it'll be nice if it has this. I want to knock down those trees though. Actually, I want to look at the options here because I do think. Okay, that's sandstone. I don't think there's a dirt road option, which, to be fair, that makes sense, but it is a little unfortunate. Anyway, so here, yeah, like that. That's a nice look. It'll be downhill, but that's okay. People can walk on hills, I've been told. If they don't like it, then they can deal with it, because you know what? If you don't like walking on the hills at the mall, then just ignore them all. I guess that is the most sound advice I have probably ever given and will ever give. So, not to brag, I do just feel like it was very solid advice. Here. For the most part, that's going to be what it is. I'm going to continue this road down for sure. Kind of fun, kind of cute. Okay. Yeah. Nice. I am probably going to rework this situation. Just looks a little funky now, but that's okay. Zoning. I'm tempted to do a little residential, but I just can't bring myself to do it. Because for me personally, the idea of living on a street where like there's not car access, I feel like that would be really obnoxious. To go and shop in a place like that sounds so fun, and like to go out to eat and all that, totally on board. But to live in a spot like that might be a little much for me. So that's kind of where my head is at. If you would live in a place like that, definitely let me know, because I'm curious if I am in the minority on that one or not. Sort of It's kind of fun to have it be a little wavy, actually. It's not what my instinct would be necessarily, but I feel like it kind of works. We'll just bring it up to there, call it a day. This road doesn't need to be right along there, and it does kind of get a little higher as it goes, but I feel like that's okay. And then in here, we're not going to do any zoning. It's just going to be some cute little trees and all that kind of stuff. It can look all nice. The people can wander along the banks of the river and be all vaguely melodramatic and you know, all that awesome stuff. I feel like my commentary in this and just on life in general is really something else, because I don't know. I guess all I'm saying is, if you are on board with this situation, bless you, because I don't even know if I personally would be all about my little commentary. So anyway, that is going to be kind of how that's laid out. I want to see what other little things you can put in here. Oh, that is large. I don't think that really fits in this, but I definitely want to use that later. Looks like that's kind of cool. Maybe a little statue. That is also large. Got it. Okay. We're learning some big things. A small fountain plaza. That is a good fit. I think that will be grand. A little flower plaza. That seems nice. That can maybe be over in here. So it's technically part of it. What? I thought small glass roof. That's the small one? It's the big one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Oh, and the rest of these look like they are just decorations, which we can worry about later. Food trucks. I genuinely love food trucks. I think they are the funnest. So that can go over in here too, I think. Kind of at the entrance, but enough that it's not anything crazy. That also kind of means that this little chunk of zoning right there does not make any sense. So we're just gonna pop a couple little trees in there. Aw, so cute. And definitely some trees right there along the tracks, so it feels, I mean, you're still gonna hear the train, but you know, it's not gonna be like, oh hey, it's right there while you're relaxing in the flower garden. That was a smart move, putting a place that's probably intended for like beauty and relaxation just right next to the train tracks, immediately next to a train station. That was a genius move, if I do say so myself. So looking at this, I do think that there's possibility for this to kind of continue along here and further up the hill. And maybe I could incorporate some residential into that, but for now, I'm just, that's a project for a different day. For now, I'm just gonna do this little area, and I'm gonna actually press play for a second and let it grow. In the words of the Lorax or whatever that movie is. Yeah, that's the Lorax, with the dude with the funny hair, and he's like stomping around singing about Let It Die. That movie was a trip. Anyway, okay, actually, I love this. I think this looks so fun. All the little awnings right along the bank of the river. That really kind of helps make this feel more complete. I'm going to put in a couple more trees in this middle section just to help with that even more. I gotta go less crazy on the pine trees probably, but at the same time, I love them so much, and I can't help it. They just, I feel like they look so good all the time. Anyway, there we go. It's a little more filled in. Cute. Love that. And it's functional, which is great. So it's kind of right in the middle of everything too. With the station there, there's going to be the bus stops. The one thing that I'm not totally sure about is the station lets off onto this road right here. I'm just going to fix the road name really fast. That one might change. Anyway, so the station, like, it lets out here, So then to get over here, you'd have to walk all the way around. I don't love that. Okay, new plan. We're gonna just totally switch up what I was saying. This road, no longer important. I'm gonna make that part of the mall too. Whoa, that's not supposed to be like that, but I guess it can be. So the entire area right in here is gonna be the pedestrian mall, and we're gonna, yeah, well, okay, that, sure, you know, sure, that'll be good. So come in here, which means this will be kind of dead end. Actually, okay, just kidding. That's gonna be, okay, I wasn't kidding about it being a dead end. It will still be a dead end, but it'll stop, you know, right there as the entrance to the Riverwalk. And then y'all definitely need to give me another name to call this, otherwise I'm just gonna keep referring to it as the Riverwalk. I don't think that's an original enough name. I did not fully think that through, because some people will need to cross the train tracks sometimes, but that's fine. You know, there can still be crossings and stuff. It doesn't have to be like totally a hazard. Just, you know, people need to not be dumb, which is sometimes asking a lot, but that's okay. So now, I mean, that didn't fully solve the problem that I had in the first place, but I feel like it's interesting enough, you know? It's a nice little walkable neighborhood, cute. We love to see it, and then now you can just walk up the road and then there you are, right in the park. Ish, park, mall, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. So there we go. There's that. The other thing I said I wanted to work on was this over here. Kind of wrap things up with the layout over here. This is kind of a funky angle because this follows that grid and this is on its own program altogether. So we're just gonna go with it, I think. Actually, since this is going to be a major highway as well, it doesn't need to have a connection to every single road. So maybe, I feel like there's plenty of room over here to, I'll take it down a little, and just kind of loop it over. Aw, yeah. We love that. Okay. Then bring this up. Cute little squares right in there. Super adorable. And yeah, I feel like that works. That makes a little more sense. Just having a big empty spot. Whenever I encounter weird spaces like that, I'm always inclined to be like, I'm leaving it blank, it's going to be a park. But there's a big old park right here. So that doesn't feel like the best solution in this particular case. Okay, I just had a crazy thought. This is what I'm going to end it on. So definitely tell me your opinions on this idea. What if I kind of combined this park and the Riverwalk and turned this bridge into a pedestrian bridge that connected directly over into this park so you could walk? That would be a far walk because it comes all the way over, but I do kind of like the idea of a pedestrian bridge. Honestly, I could probably put in a separate bridge that comes over here. That's probably what I'll do, actually. So yeah, I mean, if you are team pedestrian bridge, let me know if you think I should repurpose this one or build a new one, or if you think that's a dumb idea altogether and just ignore it, because that is also a possibility. Let me know. And thank you for watching. For sure, subscribe if you wanna. I would appreciate it a lot. And yeah, hopefully you had a good time. So, see you next time.